My name is Greg, and I am a Doomsday prepper. What I'm showing you here is I have a month's worth of water so far saved up, but we still have a long time. Well, it could happen at any time, but we have a month's worth to allow me to go and get water and refill it without having to worry about thirsting to death or having to leave. There's like 24 gallons of water here, and I have some up there and some in the refrigerator that I keep at all times. We use water from the tap more often than anything. And in case y'all are wondering, what do I do for more water? Well, easy. About a good 100, 200 yards that way out in the middle of the field, there's a big old pond. There's about up to 12 ponds all around my whole area. There's also a creek over that way, which will allow me to get water. And whatever water I use, during the day, I'm going to keep filled up. And I have means of boiling it. I have my fire pit over here, which allows me to cook big game or whatever I might need to cook or smoke. Eventually I'll move that shed over this fire to make a good little smoking house to preserve meat, like deer meat. They got cow all out there. I mean, there's all kinds of properties out there of cows. Way out that way, way over there. I mean, it's, if I have to feed my wife and will be a newborn baby. Now, if it happens now or years down the road, I'm going to be prepared. I also have chickens and turkeys in here. They're young right now, but I have 3 chickens. One of them's a rooster, so hopefully he'll give me more, and one of them's a turkey, which will be just a turkey. I'll eat it if we ever have to. I got my woods, and then there's like a little pool of water that fills up every time it rains, so that's an easy, accessible deal of water. Right now, all the pops and 2-liter bottles, everything we get, anything out of a bottle, I fill up and store it. Why we have water now. I fill it up with boiling hot water, the bottles, and, to kill anything, kind of sterilize it so we'll have drinking water for a little while. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be better when we won't have to move. Like them people over there will probably have to leave because they won't have a source of water. They're old. These people are old here as well. I don't know much about them over there. These people over here have kids and stuff. They'll probably have to get out because they won't have an accessible deal of water. I have tons of bullets, more than enough to last me at least a year if you're, hunting and defense. I have a shotgun. I have a couple of pistols. This is a 22 here. Very accurate, 10 in the clip. We have much of everything. In the woods I have onions and potato plants growing and the little paths over in there. For right now I'm just starting. You've seen my other videos of my knife throwing skills, my shooting. My shooting's been getting better. I've been practicing more. But no, I plan on sticking it out here. It's right off the highway, a little bit, but it's kind of hidden. I've got other people around me, but I'm pretty sure, they're going to agree with me, try to work with me. We will be able to, work together as a community if we can, and I'm also prepared if they're violent. There's a lake about 2 miles that way called Dow Lake. I can make a journey every day, set some limb lines out, trout lines, but mostly limb lines. Get me some fish, check them once a week. That's going to be a steady source of food. This whole wooded area in here has hundreds and hundreds of birds that nest here. As you can see, we got a lot of them flying over us now. But, a lot of birds' nests that I've seen. And during the spring and stuff, you got plenty of birds' eggs, and I have chicken eggs. So I have pretty steady day-to-day amount of food, and I'm learning how to can, preserve food and vegetables. Soon I'll have me a little garden somewhere out in there. Again, I got plenty of seeds. I'm a fairly good hunter. I love turkey hunting, which turkey season's coming up soon. I ain't much of a deer hunter, but I'm pretty sure I could do it. I got just right out there in that little area, I always have about, a couple dozen of deer that come out there at night. And when everything goes to shit, there ain't gonna be no laws against hunting deer at night, so I'll get that done. My little path up in there, a lot of, possums, armadillos, little critters run around through here, try to eat my cat food or scraps. I've caught several of them. If you look up on my Facebook page, Greg Morris, you'll see a picture of me catching a possum, which I like to do a lot. I like the thrill of catching wild animals with my bare hands, rattlesnakes, anything I can. Right out here, I got a pretty good amount of property, 2.5 acres, 3 acres. I'm paying my uncle right now to rent, but I'm going to keep this house as long as I can. And if everything goes to shit, I will have it, and no one's going to take it from me. I have my wife, which she's due April 26th. We're having a baby boy, which I am ecstatic right now. I'm going to be a father, and I'm going to do whatever I can to provide and protect my baby boy. Even if I have to run across there at night, kill one of their calves, maybe I can strike an agreement with them, give us some meat. I can smoke it, preserve it, do whatever I can do. I mean, if they have to be a problem to me, it's going to be a, dog eat dog world. And why everybody's been working and trying to have, all the nice things, and I've been working and stuff. And, right now I'm currently unemployed because I got laid off from Simonton Windows. I'm collecting unemployment, still looking for a job. Hopefully I can find one, to be able to support some of the financial things to get me more prepared for, a lot of people, Christians, believe it's going to be the rapture. And, the Mayans, they believe, the Mayan calendar, it's going to end. And, I've had dreams since I was a little kid that this might happen. And I've told people, and people think I'm crazy. And that's all right, because I hope it doesn't happen, to be honest. It would be nice to go back to the old days where people had to survive by their own means, I've always loved the country. I've always loved to hunt and fish. I did it for 2 years on Eufaula Lake. I survived on my own. I caught my own meals, Yeah, I had my little truck I slept in during the winter time, but I did it. I told myself I was going to do it, and I did it. And, I know I can do it. I'm a hard worker, and I'm more willing to do whatever I can to survive. And a lot of people aren't. And that's why y'all need to be prepared. Always be prepared, because you never know when it's going to happen, And this is Greg Morris. I'm a Doomsday Prepper, and I'm out.